Here we will examine medicine and the changes in medical philosophy between the Neolithic period and about 800 AD. First, we will discuss some important parts of medicine from 10,000 BC to 1 AD, including trepanation as seen in the first picture here. Then we will go through some important contributors to medicine who lived between 1 AD and 400 AD. The bust shown here is Galen, who was a trusted source for medical discoveries in the 2nd century AD. Finally, we will attempt to describe the study of medicine during the beginning of the Dark Ages, during which scientific innovation was prohibited by the Church. Often, the Church called upon saints to cure various afflictions. Pictured here is Saint Fiacre, a monk who became the patron saint of hemorrhoids and gardening. Here we see plates 10 and 11 of the Edwin Smith papyrus. The Edwin Smith scrolls are said to be the earliest record of surgical descriptions. The papyrus was written around the 17th century BC in Egypt. It is believed that it may be a copy of an earlier document written around the 26th century BC, possibly by Imhotep, the physician under Pharaoh Djoser. The papyrus shows a very advanced thought process that we still use today. The author describes each of the 48 cases using subheadings: introductory heading, significant symptoms, diagnosis, and recommended treatment, showing a rational progression used to diagnose and treat the injuries observed. The author also uses a form of triage care similar to what is used in our military medicine today. The cases are described as a condition able to be healed, fought with, or not able to be healed. The Edwin Smith papyrus is evidence of advanced medical diagnosis very early in our history. Thousands of skulls with trepanation holes from the Neolithic time period have been dug up from all over the world. Trepanation was the practice of creating holes in the skull in order to release pressure or demons, depending on the physician's view. The holes were made in a wide variety of ways, usually as a last effort to save an unconscious or dead patient after a head injury. Here we see 3 trepan skulls taken from the San Diego Museum of Man and Museo del Sitio in Mont Alban, Mexico. Perhaps one of the most well-known historical documents in medicine is the Hippocratic Oath, written by Hippocrates in the 5th century BC. The document describes the code of ethics doctors were required to abide to. According to Dr. Jala, professor of pathology at BJ Medical College, those who took the Hippocratic Oath swore to treat the sick to the best of their ability, preserve the patient's privacy, teach the secrets of medicine to the next generation, and respect human life. The original oath has some text within it that has come into question in our contemporary medical field, such as in the case of abortion or euthanasia. The oath states, "I will give no deadly medicine to anyone if asked, nor suggest any counsel, and in like manner I will not give to a woman a pessary to produce abortion. With purity and with holiness I will pass my life and practice my art." Pictured here is the Hippocratic Oath printed on a Byzantine manuscript from around the 12th century. The first 4 centuries brought more curiosity from scientists in all fields. One notable scientist was Galen of Pergamon, who lived from 130 to 200 AD. He was a physician who overruled some previous theories which we know now to be incorrect, such as the belief that our veins and arteries are filled with air which circulates throughout our body. Galen made progress using logical thought by dissecting pigs and apes. He also used the theory of the 4 humors which was originally discussed by Hippocrates. According to Dr. Robert Stelmach, the humors were chole, or bile, melanchole, or black bile, sanguis, or blood, and phlegma, or phlegm. It was believed that these 4 humors had to be in balance with each other in order to ensure overall health. When a humor was seen exiting the body, it was thought that there was an excess of this specific humor which was the cause of the illness. Around 400 AD, the Dark Ages began to move over Europe. The Church forbid scientific thinking and replaced it with their own version of science. Medicine revolved around God's choices, and often prayer was used to heal the sick. It was even believed that women who visited a doctor for help were immodest. One type of medicine was looking to saints for their healing power. The Irish Saint Fiacre, who died in 670 AD, is the patron saint of gardening and hemorrhoids after he was cured of his own hemorrhoid while gardening. It is said that he sat on a hot rock which healed him of his ailment. Whereas Hippocrates was adamant that healers should only use their knowledge for helping the sick, it is said that Saint Fiacre punished a thief using death by hemorrhoids. The study of medicine definitely took a turn as the Church took over all aspects of life.